Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. Back and better than ever. Today, I'm joined by the bad boy himself, the fugitive, the man. He's Clayton Gable. It's not Jared. Come on. You're the new bad boy. Somebody has to assume the mantle.
I will be the bad boy in Jared's stead, but I pale in comparison to his bad boy antics. And I wear no perfume because my wife watched a documentary about smells, and now smells are forbidden in our house.
No smelling allowed.
Only BO here.
Okay, I like that. Nice. Are you all natural deodorant type of guy?
Oh, all natural. Yep.
Aluminum free.
Aluminum free. I've never stunk so bad in my life.
So I had an instructor back in the day that refused to burn candles in their house because of the toxins that released from the wick or something, like the micro. I don't even know, but yeah, would not burn candles in their house because of the stuff that it released into the air. So to each their own, I guess. I am happy to huff candles in the house all day long because I
douse yourself in perfume.
Yep. I plug a Glade outlet air freshener into every single outlet and just make the house smell so good.
Yeah. I've become nose blind to whatever smells are happening in my house, but it's not good.
I mean, for now, until the boys are like 13, 14 years old, and then it's going to be like, all right, we gotta do something here.
Yeah, they're not going to smell good. I can tell already. All teenage boys stink, but I think mine are going to be stinkier than most.
Okay. I get the Axe body spray ready.
Yeah. Oh God.
So today we're going over the fence. Clayton, what you been up to? Tell me about it.
I have one thing that's really on my mind lately, Travis, and I'm excited to talk to you about it.
I can't wait.
Mary and I went out on a little date last weekend.
Okay.
And we don't do much else, so we went to a movie.
Okay.
And we saw the newest, hottest thing out there in theaters, Project Hail Mary.
Nice.
Oh, let me tell you, it has been a while since I went to a movie that just hit like that. It was just good. It was heartfelt. I was digging it from start to finish. I started the book a long time ago. I am horrible about audiobooks. The TikTokification of our generation has not passed me by. And my grittiness to be able to invest in something long like that, it's always so much easier for me to just turn on a podcast when I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I don't have to remember things. I don't have to be as mentally engaged with the story. I can just turn on the podcast while I'm walking the dog. Well, I start listening to a book. Now I'm trying to, I feel like I have to focus more.
Yeah.
When really I just want something dumb in the background to keep me going. So I start a million books. I started Dungeon Crawler Carl, because you said it. And I got, paid maybe 6 hours into it, and I liked it a lot. I was listening to it on all my walks, on car rides, and then just one day it just felt like it was just like too much effort to listen to the audiobook. And as soon as you make that decision to listen to something else, you've lost. You've lost
it.
Yeah. And then it's just every subsequent time you choose to listen to something else, it just gets harder to get back into it. So Project Hail Mary, I liked it when I was listening to it, but it was just one of those things that I just stopped listening to, and, was so excited when the movie came out because I can force myself to sit in a theater for 2.5 hours and eat candy.
Yeah.
So have you read the book?
I have read the book. And I listened to the audiobook a couple years ago. Audiobook is great, especially once Rocky. I'm going to say Rocky just because they already showed it in trailers. If you've seen a trailer for this movie that has gotten you interested in seeing the movie, you know that there's an alien out there. His name's Rocky. Once they introduce Rocky, the audiobook just goes off the rails, and they do the voice for Rocky and stuff. And I really like that. There's some cool sound effects and everything that they add in for production value. I really enjoyed this one. I think this is one of the best by Andy Weir. His others being The Martian and one other that I can't remember.
Artemis.
Maybe that's
Am I thinking of NASA?
the one that just launched. It might be. I don't know.
It might be Artemis. I think it's just a coincidence.
Sounds familiar, but yeah, I think it's the best by Andy Weir. I think it's great. The story is cool. The ending, take it or leave it. Not sure how they handled that in the movie. I'm excited to see. We wanted to see it this weekend, but did not. So,
Oh,
what is
sad times.
what's your go-to like movie snack? What are you eating in the theater?
Travis, I hate popcorn. All right. I
What?
am not a popcorn guy.
Okay.
Something about eating popcorn just makes me feel gross. Like
Hmm.
eating more than like a couple handfuls, just it's yucky. I don't know why. I just don't feel good.
Okay.
But what does make me feel good is a boatload of candy. So I usually get myself something chocolatey, maybe some Bunch of Crunch,
Okay.
and then in this last movie, I got Twizzlers. That was kind of a wild card for me.
Hmm.
Normally, I'm more like Airhead Extremes or something, but I like to have a little chocolate and then like the whatever the chewy type of candies.
Sour,
Yeah,
fruity.
and then I just pretty much alternate between those.
Okay.
Every couple minutes, I'm switching between which one I'm eating, and yeah, that gets me through.
I can get behind that, I guess.
Yeah.
So what I do is extra yucky then because we get some popcorn and a big soda, and we if you take the bunch of crunch and you put it in the popcorn, you get like chocolatey, salty deliciousness, and it's always crunchy. No matter what bite you get, it's always crunchy, either from the popcorn or the bunch of crunch. So you don't lose any out. You don't lose out on any of that like texture, and yeah, it's delicious. And then it like the chocolate kind of slowly like seeps down to the middle or the bottom of the bucket, and then you like reload the top, and then it kind of trickles down as you move the bucket around. So that's our go-to: bunch of crunch and popcorn.
I think I could maybe try popcorn if I was introduced to the Bunch of
Okay.
Crunch popcorn method. It's just too much salt and like
Yeah.
butter and grease. It just starts to make me feel bad. So
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, like the first bite, I'm like, woo, this is great. Holy cow. But a few bites in, it's just too much.
Plus, you
And
leave the theater and you have just like popcorn all over you. You're
yeah,
not seeing
yeah,
when you're like throwing it in your face, and then it's like
yeah,
stuck to your, crotch, and it's gross and oily.
yeah.
Hate
Speaking
that.
of stuck to my crotch, Mr. Gosling knocked that movie out of the park.
Heyo.
I mean, holy cow. He killed it. That I mean, I always liked Ryan Gosling, but him in this movie as Dr. Ryland Grace, he's so like quirky and witty and like,
Yeah.
you know, he plays the part so well. And you spend a lot of time with Ryan Gosling in this movie because for those of you who don't know, he essentially is sent on a Hail Mary mission to try and save Earth. There's these things that are eating the sun, it's going to kill everything. And he has to go out. He's never going to get to return, but he's on a spaceship by himself trying to figure out how he might be able to save the sun. And obviously, he does then run into an alien named Rocky, and then it just becomes awesome. But yes, it's a lot of Ryan Gosling, and he was up to the task. It was a great film.
That Ken does space, and he does it better than anybody.
Yeah, he was great in Barbie, and
Oh
he's
yeah.
great. He's great in science fiction as well.
He's had an incredible run lately. Like he has not had a miss in a while. Ryan Gosling's been in so many like good things that have just hit.
Yeah, yeah,
La La Land, Barbie, this was
yeah.
it not Nightcrawler. Uh the
Driver,
Driver.
yeah,
Yeah.
Driver.
He's had some good ones. Place Beyond the Pines, not my favorite, but
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans. Yeah. He's the quarterback?
Was he Sunshine or something?
Sunshine. He's so
Yeah,
good. Man, he's so
yeah.
good.
Oh
Oh
man,
wow.
I wish you'd gone to see it so we could really get into it about it. But
I know. Maybe next week because we might play hooky one afternoon and go see it before we go pick up Gwen.
nice,
We don't do that enough. Like we don't take advantage of our schedule as much as we should. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
try and
it's
convince
never going to
Rachel
be like that again.
yeah, to go sneak out and go see a movie in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's basically the main thing. I love the movie. I I can't wait to see it again. I've been telling everybody to go see that movie because it felt like there was a time when going to the movies, there was like always a good blockbuster hit out there like that
Yeah.
that just everybody went to see. It was like everybody was talking about the same thing. It was awesome. And this is the first time I've kind of felt that feeling in a long time that like this is just the movie that everybody has to see. Like it's for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's not dark, it's kind of uplifting, maybe to a fault, some people might say. But anyway, yeah, I've just been really enjoying talking to people about this and telling people to go see it and
Yeah.
recommending it constantly.
How are the boys feeling about the Mario movie? Have we taken an informal poll to see where their lines are drawn on the Mario movie?
What do you mean their lines are drawn?
Like, are they like wanting to go see it? Are they dying to go see it?
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
want to go see it. Yeah, we thought about going to see it this weekend, but we got into some other stuff instead. But we'll definitely go check that one out while it's in theaters.
Yeah, I'm curious once they go see it if they know half the characters that are in it, because at this point they're like doing these big reveals about all these other characters that are going to be in it, and I'm curious to know. They're pulling some deep cuts, and I want to know if the boys, like half the movie, are staring at the screen going, "Who the heck is that?"
They won't know. They won't know if they're not in Mario Kart. They won't know.
Okay, we'll have to follow up. I'm curious once they go see it.
Yeah.
What
So
they
what
are
you been doing, man?
Well, speaking of Nintendo, I have been
Yeah.
playing a game called Pokopia. Pokopia. That is Pokemon Utopia, mashed into one word. They said it on a live stream one time that they was Pokopia. Pokopia. They said it with some
Pokopia.
weird, I don't know, Pokopia, Pokemon, and it is awesome. It is like the Stardew Valley kind of Animal Crossing, Minecraft mashup with Pokemon that we have always wanted. And we talked a while ago about how there's like this kind of dead space out there where like people stopped caring about cozy games, at least cozy video games after COVID. And, you know, Animal Crossing was the biggest thing in the world. Every single person that had never played a video game was out there playing Animal Crossing, and everybody was all in. Then there was kind of this lull. This game hits in a hard way. We talked about Cozy Stickerville the other day. This is like Cozy Stickerville, the Pokemon video game. It is on Switch 2. You play as a Ditto. Are you familiar with Pokemon, first off?
Yeah.
You're a Pokemon guy.
I'm not at your level. Okay. Last week I got a little embarrassed when I said like Batman, and then you proceeded to ask me like 2 follow-up questions that I had no idea about. So I played all the Pokemon games when I was, 10 through 17. Like I was
familiar with like starting 150 Pokemon, like original red, blue, yellow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So this game is you wake up from a dream or whatever it is. You're playing as a Ditto. Familiar with Ditto?
Yeah.
His power is to transform into other Pokemon.
Yeah.
He transforms into his previous trainer, his or her previous trainer, which is a boy or a girl. And he still has like the weird little black dot Ditto eyes, not like big Pokemon like animated features. And he goes around this island with Professor Tangrowth, which is a Pokemon that came later on, evolution of Tangela. And they are trying to bring Pokemon back to the island. And the first one you come across is Squirtle. Squirtle's laying there, and he's like dried out. He's like, oh, it's so dry. I need water. And so you have to find a way to bring water to Squirtle. And then Squirtle's like, here, let me teach you how to do my move, Water Gun. So then you can like squirt water on trees, bushes, plants, crops, whatever. So then you grow enough grass or whatever, and Bulbasaur shows up, and then Charmander shows up, and then Scyther shows up, and like you just continue this like next carrot type mentality to like get this thing going. And all of a sudden you have all these things in your toolbox that you can do. You can basically terraform this entire island, and the whole thing is you're completing challenges and bringing more Pokemon to the island that can allow you to do more things. It's freaking awesome. And it's like that loop is so good, man. They just keep you on that treadmill for so long. eventually you can like put the Pokemon to work. So like you get Hitmonchan, the fighting Pokemon, and you're like, hey, punch this building for me for 30 minutes, and then like there will be a building there. And you can tell the Pokemon like, hey, you want to live in this building? And they'll just like move in.
What?
It's like it's a sandboxy game. It's super weird. But if you're into those like relaxing, low stress games like this, where you're just kind of building your world, this is an excellent one of those. It's on track to be like the fastest selling Pokemon game ever, the fastest selling Switch 2 release title, Switch 2 title. They've sold like 6 million copies already in the first, I don't know, 2 weeks, something crazy. So, yeah, Pokopia is what I wanted to talk about today. That's the main thing.
That's it. I gotta get a Switch 2.
It's, you know, I think this year will be really telling for the Switch 2. They had the new Mario Kart World, which was kind of met with mixed reception. I think this year is going to be a big year for Switch 2. And I think you'll have some big releases that are going to come out that the boys might be interested in. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't go out and run to buy one right now, specifically for Pokopia. But I think this year might pad its stats a little bit, and you might be able to hop on later and take advantage of some deals and stuff later on.
I dig it. I dig it. What else you got, man?
One more quick thing. Yeah. I talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm so glad that you brought it up. I'm on like book 7, listening to the audiobooks, still loving them, but took a bit of a break because my brain can't handle that much Dungeon Crawler Carl all at once, and I kind of binged it for no real reason other than I was traveling. But I did that solo episode where I talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I said they will make this into a TV show. And just this week, it was released that they are doing a TV show, and I forgot who's doing it. Fill some air. Give me a second. They just released at Peacock. Yeah, it's a live action show on Peacock for Dungeon Crawler Carl adaptation. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it would have been better as like an adult animation. That's how I pictured it in my head. I don't know if they can keep people signed on for like 7 plus 8 seasons plus 10 seasons, however long it goes. I really wish that they would have gone a different direction, but I'm curious to see how it turns out, and I will definitely tune in when it comes out.
When's it release?
Sometime. That's a good question. I mean, they like just signed the rights to it, so it'll be like a year or two. It's gonna be a while.
Okay.
But anyways, I think that's all I had.
Okay. Well, you keep freezing up on my screen, so it's probably a good sign that we should just crawl back over this fence.
Let's go dungeon crawl our way over and go have Squirtle, water some bushes for us.
Yeah, sounds great.
Love it. All right. Well, this has drawn on too long, but this is Operation Game Night. I have been Travis. He has been Clayton. We have been Over the Fence, and we are out.